All right. Welcome back, guys. Let's see who is next for Valentine's Day reading. Let's talk about your love life. Gemini. Welcome back. If you're returning, welcome. If this is your first time to my channel, I'm Vanessa, and I like to give readings. Mostly on this channel, you will see card readings, but with my clients, I give natal chart readings. I mean, I do card readings too, but birth charts, astrology, talking about your unique blueprint, your gifts, your skills, maybe some challenges that could be there, just getting some clarification around your life path. It's my favorite thing to do, so if you're interested, I am giving a Mercury retrograde discount, doing a little special through the 20th. But if you're here right now, you're probably interested in this love reading, so let's get to it. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. I am going to be using the Psychic Tarot deck to get just a few cards to kind of see the overall, like, what's going on for you. And then the majority of the reading, I'll be using my Rider-Waite deck, and I will finish the reading off with the Romance Angels Oracle cards. So let's get to it. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If this is not your reading, you do not have to force it. If this is not what's going on for you at this time, then this is not what's going on for you at this time. So let's see what we are talking about with our Geminis. Oh, all right. So already a little bit of some like mix-ups. What's that about? Like communication, miscommunications that have been going on. Not coming together. I mean, we are in the Mercury retrograde, and it is in Aquarius. It's a mental retrograde year. It's a mental Mercury retrograde year. So the retrogrades that happen this year, this one that we're having right now, we're about halfway through it. The one that we'll have in Gemini season, and then the one that we'll have in Libra season, all of 2021, the Mercury retrogrades are really going to be tuning us all into better mental health practices. Our mindset is going to be coming up a lot. And with you, I'm already sensing that there are just some things that are a little bit like out of order, like out of sorts, mixed up. I don't know what that is. It's just kind of how the cards have already been talking to me as I'm trying to shuffle them. So I pick up information, obviously with the tools that I use, but also with my own channeling and whatever comes through, either through my mindset, through songs that I hear. Sometimes I start singing in these videos. If I notice animals outside, they play into the message. There's all kinds of ways that I channel. So we got four cards, starting with Love Begins. Ooh, Ace of Cups action, Gemini. Hello. Yeah, see, you've been moving towards this love already. There's been action. There's been activation. There's been acceleration. There's been movement forward towards a desired love, towards a person, towards maybe just loving yourself. Maybe just towards loving yourself. We'll see. And I'm channeling for many different Geminis. So again, just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. It does not all have to fit. And I might have multiple different scenarios or stories that come through depending on those that are watching and what I'm picking up on. So just, bear with me. Grab some tea, some water. Let's take a sip. My one sip for the reading. Okay. This is such a beautiful judgment card. So you're standing in the face of truth, which is bringing some opportunity for healing and shadow work. Shit. Gemini, this is very deep of you. It's does not mean that you're shallow, but Gemini is like a butterfly. Gemini is charismatic and can float easily and is very intellectual, but more like fact exchange and, ooh, let's talk about this. Yeah, ooh, let's learn about this. Yeah. And the Aquarius energy, which we do have Aquarius here with the star card in reverse. I saw the King of Swords in reverse when in the pre-shuffle, and it was like mixed up. There's a little bit of a... Okay, so Gemini is not shallow, but Gemini can be very floaty and ethereal and not come into the depths of the self as readily as some other signs. Can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. It's pretty much just what it is. It's neutral. And it will change depending on what else you have going on in your chart. For some of you, I'm feeling like you need to get a chart reading with me because I've not talked about it in the other readings, but I'm talking about it. So if you're going through a new, deeper level of understanding yourself, or you're having some of these shadow aspects coming up, if you're feeling a sense of like you need some healing, you need to see the brightness and the beauty of yourself. You need to be reminded of your brilliance, of your own healing potential. That's an area that I really highlight in my readings. Okay, enough of the plugging. I'm not really meaning to. It's coming up and out of me. So, hey. So we're doing some healing here. We're meeting some deeper levels of ourself, and it can be because this has been activated by a love interest, or this has been activated by your own desire to deepen your own love of yourself. Whatever it is, it's deep, and it looks like it can be a little bit confronting, and that's perfectly beautiful. Healing work is confronting. That's why a lot of people don't do it. Hey! But it's necessary if you want to move forward, especially with love life. Okay, so this is a love reading. So how does this play in? We're moving into my Rider-Waite deck. Let's see what is coming up for our Geminis that are watching, our Geminis that are meeting their other side, their shadow side. I hate when people say Gemini's two-faced. Blech. I don't like that. I don't think that that's cool, really. But there's an aspect of that here where you've kind of made a decision, or you've felt like you've been forced into this, where you need to look at yourself. You need to discover the truth of who you are. Yeah. Because there's an ending of an aspect of yourself, of your life, where you weren't seeing things accurately, and you want to be able... How are these cards moving? They're coming out in a way that's not clear in my layout, but I'm gonna go with it. You want to be able to give this gift, but you're not in a position to until you really know yourself. And so the advice is for you to continue to see things from a new perspective. You've already begun this. You've already been going through an awakening. You're waking up. Congrats. Hi, welcome. I met a Gemini. No, I know a Gemini, and was in communication with this Gemini a lot a year ago, and I recognized that this Gemini in particular was awakening, and what I witnessed through this person reminded me a lot of what happened with me when I was awakening, where like you kind of, it's akin to being asleep in your bed and you wake up and see the reality of that life is really beautiful, yes, and all of these things, but that's not really what you see at first when you start to wake up. When you start to wake up, you start to see the bullshit in yourself, the bullshit in the surroundings, the bullshit of other people, the bullshit of society, all of these things, these structures, the matrix, if you will, and you start to recognize the truth that you've been asleep and you've maybe been on autopilot or not able to have full control over your the creation of your life. Okay, so here's the mental image that I get, and this happened a lot a year ago. I saw this again. It's where you're asleep and you wake up and the house is on fire. Or maybe not the house is on fire, but like a house down the street is on fire. Or there's all this, you're waking up to all the bullshit. And there's this desire to go through the other rooms in the house and be like, to find the other people still asleep and be like, wake up, wake up, wake up. Do you see that? Do you see that? We need to go, wake up. And it can tend to create a bit more chaos and resistance because think about it. If you're sleeping and someone comes in your room screaming and shouting like, there's chaos in the world, get up and look at it and do you see what I'm seeing? You're gonna be like, why the hell did you just wake me up to show me this? Like, am I in danger right now? This house isn't on fire. Like, yeah, I see there's craziness going on down the street, but did you really need to wake me up from my peaceful slumber? I hope this resonates. This has got to make sense for someone that's watching. And so, I don't know if you've been tempted to do that. Regardless of if that's something that you were tempted to do, I really, my advice is don't. You don't need to wake up others, but you can be in this perspective where you're seeing things in a new way. You've right, because this is the Hangman card, so when it's in reverse, you're seeing things from a totally new perspective now. This is like, you should probably like look at things from a different perspective. That might help. You've seen things in a new perspective, and how like I'm getting Gemini is awake. Welcome. Maybe that loops us back around. Maybe that's why I wanted to start talking about this, like this whole like welcome. I remember having conversations with this Gemini in particular and being like, and kind of expressing it in that way, that we really want to like shake others awake too, but that's for them to decide to get into this position. You, Gemini, have already been doing the work. Let's show you these cards all together in the order that they came out. Okay, so you've seen the truth. You're feeling the despair, the hopelessness. You see that there's a need for healing. You're also seeing the dark side, the shadow sides. You're now seeing it in yourself because you're seeing it around you. So you're like, oh my God, I used to participate in that. It's confronting. Congrats. This is hard work. This is really good. I'm going to try and keep this reading short now. This is a love reading? This is a self-love reading. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's pain that you're witnessing. There's been manipulation. Pain and manipulation. You really want to be able to give this gift, but those that you've been partaking with, like, they're not your people. Yeah. There's an end of collaborating here. There's no continuation with the party that you've been a part of. Because you're stepping into the truth of who you are. And so you're leaving behind any type of community or partnership that either kept themselves blind or acted out of those old habits and you're done with it. And maybe you don't know where to go now. And I got really, really hot and tingly in like this part of my arms, my forearms, and my low back. And those are unusual places to get tingly anyway, and at the same time. So some fear, maybe feeling like you need to protect yourself. Yeah, not knowing what to do about this, which is why I brought up those, like, get a chart reading with me if you would like, if you feel drawn to it, because I really do go into life path. I go into like what your individual skill sets are, how you can help others. My key things here are empowerment, encouragement, fun, self-love, sovereignty, sovereign service, using your passion, your gifts to help serve others. And that is how I serve, is through these readings. It brings me a lot of joy, helps me to connect with people and assist them in their healing and their progression forward. And so for some of you, maybe that's also a part of what you're doing, not in the exact same way, but there's a desire here to really provide healing. You're done with, what's going on, love cards? You don't want to talk? Because this is not a romantic love reading. Let your friends help you. So there are a few people that you can think of right away who you know you can confide in about this. You've woken up. You're not going to be able to talk to the people about it. They're not going to get it. That's okay. Because if you're awake now, then you're on a journey towards healing, becoming whole in yourself so that you can help others when they wake up to do the same. It's a domino effect here. So yeah, it's safe for you to love and also free yourself. Free yourself, let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So this is about freeing yourself from the facade, from the matrix, and allowing self-love to really fill you up so that you can move forward. This is the Chariot card here. And underneath it is suffering in silence. So you don't need to suffer in silence. You do not need to get caught up in like, what is this? You know what this is. You're seeing things from a whole new perspective. You need people on your side that can help guide you into this new way of being. And, you freed yourself. So congratulate yourself. It can be lonely. It can be it's tough. I'm going to say this. I'm rewatching The Dark Crystal on Netflix, and I think I've gone through quite a few kind of reawakenings as I've tried to make it work, which is why I'm giving you the advice that I'm giving you. Like, it's okay for you to trust that, like, what you're seeing is the truth, and that there are a few people that you can really trust in and confide in. And so I'm going to recommend that you watch the first 2 episodes of The Dark Crystal, because it was really moving for me to see some of these main characters be ostracized and to watch their awakening, and to see how the universe synchronistically brought certain characters together that were meant to come together to help serve others through their awakening. So I got chills all over, Gemini. Holy moly. I'm going to leave you guys with that. I really hope that helps. Happy Valentine's Day. Outcast is coming in. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I just need to hear it. I need to know if there are any lyrics there that's going to help you. So I know this is kind of a longer video, but you're welcome. happy. Oh wait, let's go to music. Okay.
My name is Cupid Valentino, the modern day Cupid, and I just want to say one thing. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't think y'all heard me. I just want to say Happy Valentine's Day.
Alright, so go listen to this song. See what it has to say. There's got to be a message in there. And I will see you guys in the next video. I hope this helps. Subscribe if you like my vibes. I'll see you guys later.